my buddy Daddy Derek told me about this game, and I'm excited to play it. Here we go. The end is... He said it's kind of a trip, like it's happily unsettling. No, that's not good. I don't know. I'm excited. We'll see.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
I'm Stanley.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
Okay.
Employee number 427's job was simple.
Do I have
He
a
sat
beard?
at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on the keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk.
Does not
telling
look
him
like
what
a
buttons
beard.
to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what
Only one
employee
finger at a
427
time?
did every day of every month of every year.
Oh,
Although
fuck
others
that.
might have considered it soul-winning, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Alright, Stanley, we're about to break you out of the Matrix. You're stuck
And
in,
then
buddy.
one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi.
Oh, it's a
Never
zombie
in all
outbreak.
his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong.
Am I dead?
Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found
coma?
himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
I don't have feet.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Well, I was looking for collectibles, not a trace. I mean, I'll be gone. Let's go look in this room.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office.
I
but it
touched
didn't make a
one
single
thing. I
difference,
touched a
nor
door.
did it advance the story in any way?
Okay. I touched one thing. Where's the meeting room?
When
Is this
Stanley
it?
came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Did I?
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Well, then let me
Perhaps he
back
wanted
out.
to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's admire. Someone have to. This is a dumb detour.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Cinema, can you hear me all right? Is my audio coming through? And some soda.
Yes, really worth it being here in the room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Alright.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Alright, cool. Yeah, let's get a little, let's see what's...
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up
Okay,
to his
that's not
boss's
gonna
office,
happen.
hoping he
Oh,
might find
shit.
an answer there.
fuck out of here. What else you got? Is that Mark Zuckerberg? Alright, let's get the fuck out of here. Can I go in the broom closet? Oh, I can.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here. So
Nothing.
he turned around and got back on track.
Maybe I want to stay in here. What do you guys say about
There was
that?
nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow. Just an empty broom closet.
I'm
no
fine.
reason to still be here.
Well, I like it. Maybe I'm looking, okay, if I need some duct tape later, I know where to find it.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom
Fuck off.
closet.
Okay,
He
alright,
wasn't
I'm
even
going.
doing anything. At least if there was something coming to a
Doing
staircase,
inventory.
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Oh, I get to go see my boss. What is over... Oh man, this glass is having jail flashbacks. When I was in jail, they put this kind of frost over the glass so you can't look out and make contact with people outside. It's pretty fucked up. This is the same building? The beige pages. What does that say? Will not... Huh.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Okay. I'll play your game.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Were those there before? What the fuck is that? I can't see shit. Can you guys see better than me? Is this a hole? Oh god, I'm about to hurt myself. Oh, thank god. I mean, I guess it is kind of a hole. Ugh, this is uncomfortable.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Because there's a glitch in the Matrix, man.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Ah, fuck me. Let's give it a shot. I mean, that's clearly a trap, but why not?
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death. The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Let's do it. Oh, that's not an escape route. That is death. I'm not about that. Can I turn around? Fuck, that's so far. What do you think, Cinema? What do you guys think? Should I jump around? I was like, I'm looking at like Rudolph pit. Tell me what to do. Okay. Huh. What happened? I was like, this is clearly a trap, and then... Oh shit, I'm alive?
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever.
I don't
Stanley
believe you.
can't see the bigger picture.
Oh,
he doesn't
fuck.
know the real story, trapped
Oh,
forever in his narrow
shit.
vision of what
Oh,
this world
shit.
is.
Oh, shit.
Perhaps
Oh,
his
shit.
death was of no great loss by plucking the eyeballs from the blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this vile end
man.
to his brief and shallow life.
Oh my god.
Farewell, Stanley.
Farewell, narrator.
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a
What?
single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated, as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
What was this? Wait. Then...
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
What is happening?
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Fucking A. Okay. The fuck kind of limbo is this? That's me. How do I...
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free. Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another?
What the fuck is going on?
No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
She says in the dark.
But listen to me.
No!
You can still save these two. You
I
can
don't wanna
stop
be
the program
smushed.
before they both fail. Turn off your PlayStation. There's no other way to beat this game.
Are you fucking...
As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice.
Okay, but I'm doing a live
Choose
stream,
it.
British
Don't
lady.
let time choose for you. Don't let...
I'm doing a live stream. kind of fourth wall? Turn off your PlayStation. What? Excuse you? You're a game. You don't know. Oh, do I have any missed calls?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could
Oh
it mean?
God, shut up.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his
Excuse me.
left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Oh, that's red light of death. Oh, no. What's that?
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished?
Wait.
His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went?
Oh, I am.
And for that matter,
trapped.
these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have
Okay, we're back
finally
at the
found
car.
an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
What?
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical star field, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not
Alright,
woken up.
I'm just gonna
How
ride this
was he
wave.
remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking?
I wouldn't say you're
Now the voice was
dictating.
describing itself being considered by Stanley.
God damn
who
it.
found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was
God,
in fact a
how long is
dream.
this gonna go
Did
on?
the voice not
Get
see
out
his
of
float
here.
and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He
Whoa.
would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up.
I've done
He
that.
felt the
I've
cool
done
weight
that in
of
my
the blanket on
dreams.
his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of the world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want.
That's all I want.
I
Let me
want my
push the
apartment,
buttons.
and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life
At least I'm
exactly the way
married.
it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine.
Fuck.
I am okay.
I feel like the narrator's talking to himself more than me. Am I? Damn it, I'm still here. Oh my god. Let me out of this one.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am
I'm
real.
not.
Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I?
Whoa.
Who am I? And everything went black.
Narrator needs to calm down. Jesus Christ, I wasn't
This is
screaming.
the story of a woman named Mariella.
What the fuck?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to
What the fuck?
and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be alive. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better.
Wow.
Then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
But we're not going to make the animation of her turning and running. You're just going to trust us on that. The screen. Alright. Let's run this for about 8 minutes. Still don't have any feet. Was it sitting on my desk?
All of his co-workers were gone.
Oh
What
my
could
god.
it mean? Stanley
Yeah.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, for a second I thought those were mirrors and I didn't have a reflection.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This
I'm
was not the
on
correct
the
way to
right,
the meeting room,
and
and
then
Stanley
not
knew it
take
perfectly well.
route.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
It was a really nice employee lounge.
Wow. Yes, this room. What a beautiful room. What a gorgeous, gorgeous room.
So gorgeous.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No, he didn't. He checked out what's in here.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible it wasn't 5 years ago.
I'm gonna need a hard hat and a safety vest. Definitely a fucking safety vest. Okay. Let's see. Not for jumping. Okay. Well, I don't have a jump button anyway, so we're cool.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can
Oh,
be
this is
difficult,
going higher.
But the fact is that the
Oh, I'm
story has been
uncomfortable.
about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying.
Oh, Jesus.
Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful.
I was just seeing if it had that
Let me prove
invisible
it.
barrier
Let me
thing.
prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
I didn't think I'd actually fall. Like, I didn't have a jump button. I thought they were being facetious. Like, you know how sometimes in games they have that invisible ledge that doesn't let you fall off things. That's what I like. Oh, does this happen? And then it fucking happened.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Here's the thing, narrator. You opened both the doors. Alright, Derek. Cinema. Red or blue, baby. We Crips or Bloods today. Where are we going? I'm just gonna do it. The pen is royal. Oh, I should flip a coin. Okay, hang on. Give me a second. I'll go flip a coin. Here's a dime right here on the counter. Alright, you guys are gonna have to trust me. Heads, it's red. Blue. Tails, it's blue. It's head. We're going into red.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me.
It had nothing to do with you, dog. I listened to the people.
You to be happy all this time. The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now.
You're an
Don't
asshole.
You see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
God damn it. They're done with the blue door. Do I have to keep walking?
What do we want? What are we looking for?
What the fuck? Oh, this is cool.
Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy.
That's right, just keep looking at the stars, narrator. Stay happy.
No, wait. Where are you going?
Whoa, that's dope. Alright, yeah, make it prettier and I'll stick around. Oh, that's really cool. Anything else? Oh, well, this room is clearly under development.
Oh no, stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
Well, it's only been a half hour.
Please,
so.
no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me. Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing.
Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe for more videos.
No! Oh.
Oh,
Thank God.
damn
You
it.
lived. You had me worried there for a moment. Now, can we please get back to the other room?
That was some intense fall damage. Let's try that again.
No. No, no, what are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this?
Woo!
Stanley, let's go
Okay,
back to
fine.
the other room. Can you do that for me?
That's weird.
Yes, perhaps you can. Perhaps you finally see what I'm talking about.
Whoa.
I know you'll see You'll see that we can't be happy if we leave this place. You can see that, can't you?
I want to know who the narrator is. I'm gonna check that out. Make it pretty again from down there. That's hypnotic. Alright, I think I'm gonna stop the live stream here. Yeah. Thank you guys for watching. Share it to your friends. Like and comment and all that fun stuff. I appreciate you being a part of it. And next time I will definitely go to the blue door.